What's something good that happened in 2020? Everyone is talking about themselves, which is great. But I'm interpreting the question as it being in general. Africa has been declared free of wild polio, which is an outstanding milestone which has not been mentioned much due to COVID. Exclamation mark. That's amazing. Happy to hear that. Love the positivity, man. Astronomer here. I finally in May became Drive Andromeda 321 via virtual PhD defense. While virtual is not what I wanted, it was a goal I worked hard to achieve for about 8 years despite several obstacles along the way. So it was really awesome to get it done. And the university is still holding my official diploma, with the plan to have a big fancy ceremony whenever it is safe to do so in person. Close bracket. Congrats Drive Andromeda. I have always really enjoyed reading your posts around Reddit. Despite not always understanding all the details, you do a great job making astronomy and physics sound fun, interesting, and accessible to normal people like me. Not sure if you are planning to focus more on teaching or research, or both or neither, during your career, but I can tell you will be a great teacher if that's what you decide to do. Thanks. I'm currently a postdoc, but did apply to teach a summer class to non-majors, The Life and Death of Stars. I just hope it'll be in person by next summer. I got to spend a duck ton of time with my wife and daughter. That made me smile. They are a blast. I got a higher paying job, paid off some debt, moved, lost some weight, got back into an old hobby, and bought a house. Your life seems to be going great. Nice to hear. Long story short, I pulled some kids out of a burning vehicle. Let me know if anyone's interested in the full story, and got a raise and a very nice bonus afterwards. Company wise, my boss has been very good to me this year. You're a goddamn hero. Congrats man. People like you give me faith in the world. That TikTok with the guy longboarding to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac and drinking ocean spray. They gave him a cranberry truck filled with cranberry juice. I quit smoking cigarettes. It's changed my life. I was using an inhaler multiple times every single day and now it's somewhere in my closet. I don't need it anymore. I'm sleeping way better, and there's no irritability or impatience in me. Next week will be 6 months clean, and this week I already felt gratitude for being 10 months sober. I've never had this much control over my addictions and myself in my entire adult life. Good for you! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I'm currently trying to quit vaping, but god it's hard, especially when I'm stressed out. I'm a senior in college, so I have really hard classes and need to find a job. I have hope now. I figured out how to love myself. That's really nice to hear. Thank you. 3. The woman I fell in love with called me, and we've talked every day since summer. This is after I thought we would never talk again. She may be the one. Thanks kind stranger. I sure as hell think so. School shootings have definitely been down. Bet. I fed a giraffe, and it was an amazing experience. I hope to do that someday. I really hope you get to. They are such gentle creatures. In fact, after that experience they became my new favorite animal. I realized, after spending copious amounts of time with a husband, I married my best friend. I think we are more in love now than before we got married. 2019 was a terrible year for our family. My dad died in December. He was only 58. Honestly, 2020 has been way better. My husband has been a rock through all that. He knows my Reddit, so chances are he will see this. Haha, love you. Close bracket. It's always good that your best friend is your lover. Also, sorry for your loss. I won 12,000 euros. Bought a house and got a son. Was that some kind of buy one get one free offer? Nah, I think he just found the kid in the attic. It's amazing what people leave behind when they move house. I met my girlfriend, Sammy, and we probably wouldn't have started dating if it wasn't for corona/being out of school. You also met their girlfriend? You should get your own instead. My kids stopped shitting themselves. Not the PC term, but done with diapers for the twins. They grow so fast. No kidding. I paid off my debt. Fuck yeah. I got a second chance at love. I'm still young, But my last breakup devastated me, and with chronic illness I thought nobody would be able to handle it, or I wasn't worth it. So far, things are going really well with him. Young love is magical. I have managed to save so much money this entire year from having nothing to do, and lots of overtime from isolators. I will be buying a house next year. Good luck. My brother and his wife had been trying for a baby since they were first married. Maisel has fertility issues stemming from PCOS, but she was determined to have all her kids as soon as possible because women in her family go through menopause earlier than average. After several rounds of IVF she finally became pregnant, only to find out it was an ectopic pregnancy, the embryo implanted in her tubes, not the uterus. This is very dangerous as eventually the tube will burst, killing the fetus and possibly killing her as well due to internal bleeding, so she had to terminate. She was depressed for a very long time. However, at the beginning of 2020, she became pregnant again without the use of IVF. And in September she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. I've never seen her or my brother so happy, which make me happy despite being child-free myself. That's beautiful. I'm also an uncle. Thank to Rona, I finally got to read the Odyssey. Kinda fits for 2020. I've been meaning to read that myself. It took me 4 tries and almost 3 years. But I just love Greek mythology. I got a job that I genuinely like that pays well. I interviewed in March over Zoom and started working in April. This has allowed me to start saving up money and get more financially secure. My younger son turned 13 and was bar mitzvah'd. No, it wasn't the large family gathering that we envisioned pre-COVID, but our family and friends were able to attend via Zoom. It also means we have a video of my younger son being bar mitzvah'd when we don't have a similar video for my older son. You don't use electronic devices in temple on Shabbat. We did the Zoom mitzvah on Sunday instead of Saturday. Close bracket. Mazel tov. I got engaged to the love of my life and found a job that I actually like to do. Out of curiosity, what is your job? I never will flaunt my fortune in spite of others suffering. That said, in Feb I got to speak at a conference in Hawaii before the shutdown. I had enough time and resources from the shutdown to do tasks I never had. Spent time getting sober, paying off debts, and building a nest egg. I got scuba certified and a couple of publications under my belt. I played all the video games and watched all the TV series and read all the comics I never had time for. I'm still depressed as hell. Not just for myself, but for those around me. But I'm only working one job and have 2 days off a week, with a net positive income every month. Romance sucks and I'm not in a position where I can be a hoe again. But I'm not sleeping with people I don't like to validate my self-worth. I'm getting in great shape and working on doing projects I love and eventually getting a career I want and mental stability. There is a lot of shit, but I'm doing my best to do everything I can for myself and my communities. Seems like coronavirus helped you out for the best. My friends and I started zooming every weekend. We've never been closer since graduating high school 26 years ago. Friendship is an amazing thing. Fixed my marriage! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Fuck yeah. Great to hear. Hubs and I are having a baby. Wish the timing was a little better, but it's still the best. And my best friend got pregnant a month later. Congratulations. I'm going to have an FU in a few months. Thanks, it's definitely a new baby boom lol. And that's really exciting. Are you gonna be a new, I'm assuming, uncle? I read about the good things happening to people on this thread. Same. My birthday yo. All my friends has birthdays this year, except me. Best year of my life. Got close to a really good friend. Introduced my sister to a really good friend of hers. Lost a lot of weight. Edge returning to WWE. Just became official that I'm moving to first shift 30 seconds ago of me typing this. Met a girl I really like and found my place in life. Things seem to be going great. A lot of people, including myself, have cut out thousands of miles of commuting this year and are now working from home. That's a lot of money I'm not spending on gas and less car exhaust polluting the air. Seems like a win-win. Plus the extra free time not spent fighting traffic is a nice bonus. I got married to the most amazing woman. Congratulations on the wife. Thanks. My 9-year-old cat. I see is cancer survivor. It has been over 5 years since she had her cancer removed. Every 6 months she goes for a check x-ray to make sure it hasn't come back. A couple months ago her x-ray had a questionable mark on it. She went back a couple weeks ago and my ice baby is cancer free. Best part is a mark is gone and we don't have to take her back for 6 months. Our vet did say she is getting fat, so she is on a diet. I blame her brother and sister. They always leave a little food behind after meals and Icy treats it as an all-you-can-eat buffet. But she is on a diet now, so only 1 treat a day and no extra food. I got a new horse. I love horses. Nice. Me too, haha. I got married. Postponed the party, but had a ceremony with the fam and registrar. Traveled to New Zealand where I bungee jumped. Visited Milford Sound. And toured Hobbiton 3 days before it shut down due to COVID-19. Living life. Well, not now because of coronavirus. It revealed a lot of people's true colors. Oh my. Moved out. Congrats. I got married to my husband and we are having the first grandchild on both sides of the family. Congrats on the marriage. Thank you, friend. What's something good that happened to you in 2020? I sold a house. The start of a cure for cancer was discovered, but unfortunately COVID struck and took over the news, so nobody knows about it, and the doctors who discovered it have probably put it aside to find the cure for COVID now. That is a shame. COVID sucks for sure, but I've lost people I love to cancer this year. I got a scholarship. Congratulations. Thank you. I got Titanfall 2 on Steam sale. It's been fun. Got a high-paying job that wasn't affected by corona. Went down on first time. Loved it. A cute girl. Paid off my car. Got a 20k pay raise same year as getting the job. Lost 15 pounds. I mean 2020 has actually been a pretty good year for me lol. Honestly. Regarding point number 2 there. The first time you really do that well can be a life-changing experience. Yes, I know. I got promoted twice. Edit. Technically the second was a lateral promotion with the same pay, but a more permanent position. Making money. So many new games and books. FR. I just finished reading Akira. It's old but new to me. A true classic. After coming back to work from a month-and-a-half long lockdown I got a raise. Then got moved to a position at my job where I'm able to get tips. So at this point I'm making even more money than I was pre-COVID. Great to hear. My son was born in June. Makes me smile and love life every day. I'm 100% debt free. Bought my car with cash. Found some peace in my grief for my little brother passing away. Conquered my nail biting habit and lost 45 pounds so far. 2020 has been a game changer of good for me. Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Never played Animal Crossing, but I'm going to. Wait a month and we might be able to say something about the US elections. I hope it's something good. I got engaged. I got married. I founded a startup focused on digital disease management because I was tired of not being able to manage mine the way I want. It has gained a lot of traction. Winning startup competitions are currently in talks with the healthcare for a potential partnership. This weekend we will be competing in the University Startup World Cup online this year. It has given me a reason to stay active during COVID and hope for the future. Oh, and also, my younger sister gave birth to my beautiful niece Sabella. That's great. I'm an uncle myself. Awesome. She's the youngest of 17 nieces and nephews aged 9 months to 24 years old. And each time my heart grows a bit bigger. I've gotten more in touch with friends both new and old. I got a new eardrum. Hearing better than years before. That's good to hear. Here it is. I paid down my last credit card. Announcement PF Steven Smash and Cave update. My husband and I finally bit the bullet and are buying our first home thanks to low interest rates. We've been living in my dilapidated childhood home for 5 years and it's a source of grief and misery for us, but we should be moved out and in the process of selling it by the end of November. Edit. The new house is also a lake house that is much closer to our jobs. I managed to get a snowboard trip to Japan just before everything closed down and when they had some snow. Awful season at Niseko after the year I had in 2019 with the loss of both parents, plus other shit I was dealing with. I wanted a snow escape trip. I hope to visit Japan someday. The Owl House. Terraria 1. 4. Doom Eternal. New generation consoles. A bunch of new releases. Anything political is a cesspool. Stay away while you can. Made $3 million. Fall Guys. Oh yeah, I'm more of an Among Us guy to be honest. I got onto Among Us because of the many funny memes being made. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.